And I'm Dudley. And you probably just woke my baby up.
I probably did.
We were trying to record this while she's napping, and you just fucked it up.
It wasn't that loud, I don't think.
It was pretty loud.
I haven't done it that loud in a while.
I know, because usually the baby's asleep.
I wanted to go much longer. I still haven't, because you won't let me.
No, because I don't want to spend that long listening to you scream into a microphone. You can do that on your own time.
I'm curious how long I can go.
It's not complicated. You can go. You could just set this up
if no one else
when no one else is here, and record your stupid yell for as long as your heart contents or your lungs are able to.
I was hanging out with a friend of mine who got some recording equipment, and she got a microphone and all this stuff.
Is she creating a podcast
No.
like everyone else in the fucking world?
She's not.
We did it before it was cool.
Did we? I mean, it was 4 years ago, but
I think that's long enough.
We did it before all of our other friends started making podcasts. So
that's
let's put
true.
It that way.
We did it before anyone we knew were doing it.
Exactly.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. But she likes to sing and record stuff and make music and stuff. So we end up doing what she called song volleyball. Where she would sing like as many verses or whatever of a song she could remember until she got tired of it, and then when she stepped away, I had to jump in and start singing a song. Okay. And we went back and forth. We did it for like 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
And we recorded it all. It was a lot of fun.
Was there music, or you just singing?
No, just singing, kind of almost karaoke style without any music.
That's not karaoke. Karaoke has music.
Yeah, I guess it's not deaf karaoke. It was fun and a little challenging because you're like listening to the other person sing, but then you're like, I gotta come up with what I'm going to sing. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I was scrambling. I was looking through my music library, going, "What song can I sing?" Mm-hmm. And it was a lot of fun. And then also, I'm weird. I like I sing all the time. I play my guitar all the time, but I feel way more comfortable having a guitar, even if I'm not even playing it. Yeah. Having that in front of me, and then I can do it.
A guard.
It's like something for my
shield.
It's something for my hands to do.
So when the people come at you,
I can hit them.
Yes.
But it was it took me a little bit to warm up to just going and singing without anything else.
Yeah.
Not knowing what to do with my hands,
and
yeah.
See, I sing stuff all the time, but I don't usually know the words.
Yeah.
Or I only know one line of a song.
You take that from our father.
And then I go, yep, that's all I need. And I do that one line over and over.
Yeah.
And I'm content with my life.
I apparently impressed her and some of her friends that she sent the recordings to.
Oh, well,
my range of music, my range of weird eclectic music taste.
I mean, you can't say you perform professionally, but you have performed.
I have performed.
You have not been paid to perform.
No,
but you have been. You have performed. You have been on a stage of sorts.
I have sung in a movie.
But to kind of and the movie, you did do a movie where you were the lead.
I was a lead.
Is arguable.
I was the first person introduced. So I think that's something.
That's something. And the last person seen in the movie.
True.
You're booking the movie.
In the movie. That's true. And I sing throughout.
Yes,
and with my real voice.
Mm-hmm. There's no auto tuning used.
There's no auto tuning. There's
though
no
it might
dubbing. I mean, it was dubbed on set, but I was dubbing to myself.
Yes, and you also been on stage, kind of. It was a stage made out of a trailer.
That's true. Mm-hmm. I have.
And to negate your performance, I was also there. So maybe it's not a big deal.
I kind of forgot about that, actually.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was so long ago.
At a locally produced music festival.
And they had like an open mic at one point.
Yeah, it went for like 2 or 3 years. I think it was only 2 or 3 years. It wasn't a very long running one, but
I think it changed hands too. So
yeah, and that's probably why I died.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was yeah. So that's the thing.
I have no confidence in my ability to sing, but apparently other people think I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, my friend got a little annoyed that her boyfriend, complimented me more than her.
Well, you have to look at it this way. Here, I will help her with this. Okay, his standards for you were very low.
That's one way to look at it.
And because he expected so little, he
That's
was.
fair. I think that's
when
what
you were
everyone thinks.
moderately good, you overshot his expectations, so he had to compliment.
He was also complimenting my ability and my song choices, because apparently, in my mind, they're just songs I know.
Yeah.
And I kind of sing a little bit or whatever, and I really like. But apparently, he was impressed that the songs I chose were not necessarily easy songs.
Yeah.
And they're kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm. I could probably guess at a few of them.
Yes.
Let me think. Hallelujah was one of them.
Yeah, I did. We did that one together. I was going to do it because we both knew that one.
Probably at least one Tom Petty song.
I did do one Tom Petty song.
Probably
right toward the end.
I would guess The Waiting.
No, yes, actually, it was that one.
I don't know if that's the actual title of the song, but I can't remember that. But and then I don't know. Let's see. You sing a lot of different
ones. I did a few that I wasn't sure I could do, but I managed.
Yeah.
I did "Viva La Vida" by Coldplay.
Okay, I don't think I
know
know
it.
That.
If you heard
probably
you know it.
heard it, but I'm not a music person.
I know.
I don't know music.
I did a lot of talking. I did a couple of Talking Heads songs. I did.
Oh yeah. Okay.
A few Decemberist songs. I did a few. Tragically Hip, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I always.
See, I don't. Only music I know is the ones I hear you play,
yeah,
or sing, or Jess introduces me to, or most of my songs I know are from other people just saying, "Hey," or just playing it in their car, and I'm like, "Oh, I like this."
Okay, I like this one.
And then, but I do not seek out music. I've never have. I don't know why.
Well, yeah.
And I've been told that's weird.
Yeah. I don't know if I do. I'm not very often do I seek out new music. Like I said, my friends introduce me to new stuff, and then if I really like it, I go absorb a lot of it.
Yeah.
But I have an eclectic taste.
Yeah.
From yeah.
I guess that means I do too, because I only listen to stuff you listen to.
Yeah.
And the Killers.
It was a lot of fun.
It. And the Killers. That's just my favorite band, and that's all.
Yeah.
Even though their last couple albums are just okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about games.
Sure, let's talk about games. I don't know. It was just something fun. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of a game.
Mm-hmm.
But
did you win?
I think we all won.
Well, at least her boyfriend definitely did, because he got some enjoyment. Out of your singing.
We sliced out a couple of. I need to get the whole clip, and I'll show you some of it to you. But
may have irreparably damaged their relationship because of it.
Oh man.
Let's talk about games.
Yeah, sure. I didn't play a whole lot this week.
I bounced around.
Actually, you want to talk about the thing we talked about?
Yeah, okay, let's talk about this. So we want to do a thing where a new
We want to engage.
We want to engage the audience. We
Not
want
for
to
marriage.
We figured we've been talking for 4 years that we need other people to talk to.
Yeah, let's spice it up.
Let's
bring in a third person to this relationship.
Yeah.
Or
so
persons.
basically, what we want to do is open it up to anybody.
We want to have an open podcast.
Yeah. Anybody who wants to appear or have their voice recorded talking to us in a segment, and we will basically do what we do on the show. We're going to talk about what you played that particular time, and it can be games that we've never played. It can be games we would like to hear about stuff we've never heard about, and what maybe you have a recommendation what we should be playing.
And or you just want to talk about a game you like. Or low.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
You can tell us whatever you want. And then if we like it, we'll put it on the air.
Yeah.
And so just shoot us an email. I can't remember our email address right now, Daniel.
It's on this episode.
It's on the website.
It's on the website because I don't know.
You
what
look it up while I keep talking.
Yeah.
We're quality here, and then basically you with a few little prefacers. I mean, we'll help you. Set up and get the recording of it all, and then we'll set up a Skype call or Zoom or something.
I don't know how many people will be interested.
I don't know, but we'll probably try to get some people we know for sure initially. I can think of a couple people we could probably grab that do their own podcast right now, so they probably have the setup to do it. But otherwise, all you really need to do is have a mic and be able to connect with us at some point, and we'll help you set up recording, and we'll do a little segment with you, and then we'll edit it into the show, basically.
So the mobile site version of the site doesn't seem to show our email address.
It should be a little
there
drop
it
down.
is. I see it.
Yeah, there should be an icon. Yeah, so shoot us an email at
QuestionDND@gmail.com.
Yes, QuestionDND at gmail.com.
I don't know why I went to the website.
Yeah, it's on the website. Is our Facebook not up to date?
No, it's on our website. I thought I had it linked up on my phone, but apparently I don't. I had the old email address that I don't think we can access off my phone.
Yeah.
You know, that whole thing.
Yeah, that was that whole mess of Daniel forgetting a password. But then... One job, Daniel. One job.
I have many jobs. Thank you. So yeah, send us an email.
Send us an email if you're interested,
we'll figure out how we'll do it. I mean, we just kind of came up with this idea before we started recording this.
Yeah,
I say we, I mean Dudley.
I came up with it because I was listening to other shows and they had guest spots with random people, and I thought that would be fun for us too because we can talk about anything.
Yeah.
And if it's good, we'll put it in the show. And if it's not, sorry. So
yeah, if you're interested in doing something like that, you just want to talk to us.
Yeah, we'll talk about maybe we'll talk about your gaming history, what got you into games.
Yeah. If we really like you, we'll keep bringing you back.
Maybe we'll bring you back.
And if we don't, sorry.
No, I'm not gonna make any promises because I don't want to make people sad and stop listening to our show. But yeah, and then otherwise you'll just get to be on our show. That's it. That's all. There's no pay.
No pay. We don't make.
Don't make any money.
We lose money on this all
the time. In fact, if you want to pay to be on the show, you're more likely to get in.
Because we're a bunch of whores.
Yeah, exactly. Because someone got to pay the bills. Might as well be you. So shoot us an email.
Yeah, if you're interested in that, let us know, and we'll see what we can do.
And I'll probably put a post on Facebook and Instagram and
social media,
all the social medias and Twitter, and we'll put out a call if you want to be on the show. We welcome you.
Yeah, we'll have you as a guest. Yes. Be our guest.
Be our guest.
Join our.
And we'll have to come up with the name of the segment.
Threesome.
And yeah. Sounds good. Moving on.
I've been playing a little bit of Animal Crossing, not a whole
lot. I didn't do a lot this week.
I want to ask you something. Is your island kind of a mess right now?
Oh, it's always a mess.
Yeah,
it's never not been a mess.
It's clean. Like, there's not a lot of weeds.
Mine's getting
weeds. I have a bit of a flower problem. There's flowers everywhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of run wild. And then I was kind of I built out my orchard, which looks fantastic, and I have my island, my house area, and it all looks great. But I was trying to work at clearing up an area. One part of it used to be my where some of my fruit trees were before I moved them.
Yeah.
And now I have this whole other area that's not used. And I was trying to design a neighborhood. And my plan is to move all my island dwellers to the neighborhood, and it's nice with streets and everything. And I was trying to what I got hung me up was that I was trying to make this big waterfall cascade thing in the behind the neighborhood, so it looked like really cool waterfall. And I wanted to have a big lake up there, and I just ran into weird problems. And then I kind of got to the point where I was like, this is annoying me. I don't like the way this is doing it, and so I stopped. And now it's just I left it in partial build, playing around mode. So it's just this mess of little waterfalls and all kinds of stuff.
Just put up a sign that says, "Excuse our mess."
Excuse this. God bless this mess.
What is the equivalent of God in the Animal Crossing world?
It's just Nook. Nook is God, don't you know?
Nook is...
He walks among us.
He's the Morgan Freeman of the Animal Crossing world, where he is representation of
that's
God.
That's who will play him when they make a movie off
Yes. Morgan Nook.
And so I was mostly because I was trying to build a big lake, and it didn't work the way I wanted it to, and then... It just looked weird, and I was like, okay. Well, then I realized if I have this lake that's too big, I can't fish it all. I can't reach any of it, or I have to go all the way around it. And I was like, I got kind of annoyed. But I think I figured out. I had a eureka moment this morning. It's instead of having a big lake, I'm going to have a pond, and I'm going to have all the tributaries coming off of it that turn into...
Did you look up that word?
No, I know what a tributary is.
What is a tributary?
It's a bunch of little shoot-off lakes. Not lakes, rivers and stuff.
Finger lakes.
Finger lakes. That's the Finger Lakes. So I think I'm gonna get up a layer with like a pond, and then just make this like start small and just spiderweb out.
So you're gonna make an octopus.
Like an octopus of
the octopus
of
pond.
little streams, and I think it'll culminate into this giant wall of waterfall stuff.
Okay.
I think it'll look cool. In my mind, it looks cool. It probably won't translate the same way, but I think that's where I'm going. So I'm getting the itch to like get this thing going again. So I think that's where my life is taking me.
I haven't been playing a whole lot. I did the turn-ups, and then I really didn't play the rest of the week. I had a $477 turn-up price this week, so y'all and Rob came over and sold you turn-ups. I made another $2 million. But,
same here. I had enough money right now that I don't really feel the need to do the turnips, but I have trouble not buying turnips on the chance that I have a high roller. Yeah, I'm kind of at the point I was like, I don't know if I want to mess with this anymore. Mostly because I'm using up a whole room in my house just to store the turnips when I'm done.
That's my thing too, and I have $12 million, and I'm just like...
I have like 7.5, something like that.
So I'm just like, I don't see the point anymore. And I didn't even buy turnips Sunday, yesterday, and it's too late now because we're recording on at 11:50 now.
Yeah,
and
if you go right now, you can buy
I could go right now and buy turnip, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. If you get the high price, you can open up to strangers.
Yeah.
A little strange in your life.
I probably will. But I didn't have high enough price that I thought anyone would come over other than like y'all, the immediate people I play with. So I didn't, because the last time I did the same thing.
Yeah.
But it just seemed like no one really will come if they're like 6, 7, or 600 prices.
Yeah, at least 500 or higher.
On 500 higher, I will open it up, but it wasn't quite there, so I didn't worry about it. But yeah. I played a little bit of it. I haven't done anything on my island other than the turnips, and so I not much to report there. Mm-hmm. I've been kind of in a weird spot, and yesterday I had some time, and I really wanted to play something.
Yeah.
And I had an itch for something. I just couldn't quite put my finger on what it was.
I hit that a lot. It's like I'm looking for something new but familiar. I don't want to, like, the problem is I've run into some stuff that is new, and I'm like, I'm not in the mood to learn something.
Yeah.
It's a weird way to say. I don't feel like I have been so much time at work training on stuff lately and learning new stuff for work that I don't feel like learning for a game.
Yeah.
So, but I want something new and fresh, so it's kind of been a struggle. And I think that you're kind of in that same.
I'm in the same boat, and I was looking at electronic games because I was kind of like, I really like these games, but it's one of those heady things. Like I felt like really getting deep into something, but again, also I'm at work learning a lot of new things, so it's kind of hard to go, I should learn coding.
Your brain tired.
And I had that urge, but also just not the fortitude to do it.
I struggle with that, I struggle with that a lot lately.
I hopped on Infinifactory because I never finished it, and I really want to.
I never finished it. I got really far in it.
I got really far, but I've reset it, so I don't have the save progress from... Well, I do, but it's a bit of a hassle to get to.
Yeah.
And, so I was kind of playing off where I left off before, but I don't know, it just wasn't quite gelling, and so I didn't keep playing. And then I hopped on TIS 100, which is
programming.
Because I was kind of in that mood, and I was like, I don't want to do this. But then also that I've been doing a lot of like
coding at work,
and so I'm like, kind of just doing my job.
Exactly.
Except I don't know it that well, so it's like one of those things. Like I'm trying to learn it, and I was like, it's been a long time since I played it, and I'm trying to remember how the process works.
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I was like, I can't get this to work, and I don't know why. Like it wouldn't run.
Yeah.
Like it was like I'm reading the manual. This is how I'm supposed to do it, and it's not doing it. I don't know. Something's locking it up, and I can't figure out why. So I kind of lost it pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I also been playing Terraria.
Yes.
A lot, like during my lunch break and stuff.
I started it up a couple of times, but I haven't really dove in yet.
Yeah, I've been playing it pretty good, lot.
Yeah, it looked like you were playing it a bunch the other night.
It's something I can kind of just mindlessly play and listen to a podcast, and that's what I was doing. And I I'm playing the new Journey mode.
Yeah.
Which has an interesting mechanic where it took me a little bit to start using it.
Yeah.
There's a research mechanic.
Yeah.
So you can get so many of certain items, and depending on the item, how many you can get.
Yeah.
How many it takes to research it. Once you research it, you can just duplicate it.
Yeah.
Instantly pull a whole stack of them out of the system without having to mine it or something. And it took me a little while to do it because I was mining a lot, and then I realized, wait, I could have just pulled this stuff, some of this stuff already, and so I eventually got some of the higher metals and started doing that, and it's pretty good. It's pretty fun, and I like it, and it's kind of a little bit different. And so I played a couple of bosses, and I think I'll keep playing it idly every once in a while.
Yeah, Terraria is always fun, but to me, I was like that initial
it takes a while to get into it.
Going.
Now the journey thing helps with that because there's a lot of mechanics that kind of gives you a lot of control over the game. You can pause things, you can change time, you can jump to night, day, and all this stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that speeds it up.
It has more creative mode elements to it.
Yeah,
though it's not fully creative mode.
Without just giving you everything, which is cool.
I like that.
And I like the way they handled it.
Yeah. That was always my problem with. I never played creative mode that much in Minecraft because
I would burn out
I burn out of it super fast. There was no being able to just build whatever I want. I did not feel the creative juices flowing. I didn't feel like I had worked for it.
You have to
I
work.
Felt like I just slapped it together and I could do whatever I want. And I'm like, it's not as satisfying if I don't go and mine all the stuff that I needed to make this. It's more impressive to me to be like, look at this thing I made. Now you see all this stuff. I had to collect all of that to make that. It's impressive.
Yeah, and this kind of finds a nice middle ground between the two. It's like, you don't have to mine thousands of ores to get this thing.
I want to struggle.
You just get 25 of them, and then the higher end stuff, it takes more of them, and then you can build.
I want to struggle a little bit. I want to work for it a little bit.
Yeah, and it's one of the things where, like, I don't know. I'm not sure how much I'd like to play it more, but it's one of those things like I don't know how long I'll play it. But and then we played Rainbow Six.
Yes, we
Siege,
did. We did it with Mayhem.
With the Mayhem, which is Ham, Rob, and us.
Yeah.
And we wanted to play something just to hang out.
Just to hang out.
Because we were all just at home, and we haven't done anything together in a while.
Yeah.
So we
talked about it for the last several weeks. We just hadn't done it yet.
Yeah, and I finally was just like, hey, what are y'all doing tonight? Let's do something. And everyone got on board. And we were originally planning to do Civ 6.
Yeah.
Because it's free on Epic Store right now.
I have that on my notes, yeah. If you want a copy of Civ 6, it's free on Epic Store for the rest of this week.
Yeah, and we all got into it. You were having trouble, and because we thought, that you couldn't play cross-platform.
Yeah, because I have it on Steam.
You have it on Steam. The rest of us have it on Epic.
Yeah.
And I thought, you can't play. Well, and then I was reading up later, and it was actually we can play together. You just have to use a specific option.
Yeah.
We were trying to play on there's a cloud server, so no one specifically hosting it.
Yeah.
And
apparently that
doesn't work between the two platforms. But if you use just the straight internet one, you can.
Okay.
So we just was doing it wrong.
Okay.
And because we thought we couldn't do it, and mostly because I misread an article, and we hopped over to Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
Which I had never played before.
You'd never played before.
Robert had never played.
I played a bit.
Not a whole played
lot.
A lot, but it's been
a whole lot. But it's been a few years.
Yeah, and it's an interesting game.
It's a great game. It's a lot of fun.
And we only played bots because we were all kind of getting used to it and trying to build up a little bit of the in-game currency so we could buy what are called operators.
Yeah, they're like characters.
They're characters you pick, and so if you don't have any of those, you're just a recruit, which is just a generic guy.
Yeah.
And then if you get operator, you get special abilities. It's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
There's a lot you can do in that game.
There is. I mean, like, there's a lot of destructible walls, and there's a lot of defenses you can throw up.
Yeah.
It's just a
you can blow a hole in the wall it's nobody's business.
I was standing there and I actually shot my shotgun and shot a hole through the floor, and I was like, I can see the downstairs now.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, I'm ready. If they come
you need
right
to
under
work on your accidental shooting.
You have no room to talk.
You just straight up murdered me.
I did, but here's what happened. Let me let me tell my story.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we were defusing a bomb. Well, one of us, I think Ham or you, not you, someone else was, Robert or Ham was defusing a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when you start defusing a bomb, all the bad guys start showing up, trying to take you down. Well, they start pouring in, and we're fighting them all. Well, one of them threw a smoke bomb. Yeah, they popped the smoke in there, and they. Of course, I couldn't see, and I got up against a wall to hide. Well, there was a bunch of movement going around, and I swear, this person walked through the door in the smoke and then moved over in front of me, and I thought, oh, this is the guy. And I had my shotgun out, so I just blew him away.
No, it was me.
It was you.
And I didn't walk in the door. I hopped over a cabinet that was next to you.
Yeah,
and then you
landed
just
in front of me. And all I know is I can't see anything. Suddenly, there's a guy in front of me. I didn't see a name or anything, and I shot.
My name was there.
I just didn't see it.
You just willfully did not see it.
Now, you can't talk about anything because multiple times you caused my death. One of them.
I only remember one.
One of them was we start off. We're heading toward the house that we're trying to rescue the hostage or whatever we're doing. And
it was elimination,
yeah,
I think.
And you just toss the grenade down in front, and
I
you're like, whoops! And I'm walking along, and I look down, and there's the grenade.
Yeah, and you blew up.
So I did not play that mission at all.
You did terrible. Your scoring was terrible in that game.
And then Ham shot me at one point.
Like
we were walking, and I stepped over, and he shot me in the back.
Friendly fire is definitely an issue. And you shot me a lot, too, but that was also because I didn't realize there was a bunch of guys behind me.
Yeah.
And you're like...
No, I didn't shoot you. I was shooting at you while they were shooting you.
That's what you say.
No, that's exactly what it was.
It felt like you were shooting.
I thought, what happened was there was a miscommunication. I thought you were Ham. I didn't realize Ham was behind me. I thought I got y'all backward for some reason. I thought it's all you
because we're both
there.
devilishly handsome.
Yeah. No. Ham is, but anyway, I see you across the room, and there's a guy behind you, and I was like, Ham behind you, and I start shooting at that guy while that guy's shooting you.
And then while Ham is turning around,
you're like, Ham's looking behind me, and then you're like, Darren, that's me. Stop shooting me. And I'm like, I'm not shooting you. I'm shooting the guy who's shooting you behind you.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah. It's a really good game. It's got a whole different approach.
Yeah.
This feels different than Counter-Strike or other thing because there's a lot more communication, a lot more team,
a lot of
squad
tactical
working.
elements.
Yeah.
With the way when you get behind them, the way you can lean, the way you can put up defenses, and how the different equipment you can use to
It's pretty fun. I'd like to play some more.
It's a lot of fun.
And we all kind of got to the point where we unlocked one operator playing enough yesterday, and I'd like to. Once we get comfortable, maybe we can get in with some real players.
Yeah.
And see, get our asses kicked.
Yeah, we can give it a try. I expect us to play it a lot. This weekend we're doing a virtual LAN, a VLAN, and so we're all just going to get on together for the weekend and play, kind of do what we do for the LAN, just separate.
Yeah.
Just to kind of hang out with everybody. And so I think it's one of the ones on our list of things we'll play, which I think will be fun, because usually there's about 8 of us. If we can get into a 4 versus 4 or something, I think we could have a lot of fun. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at. You can play locally, but I don't know how. Of course, we're not doing locally, but we'll have to figure out how to set up the game. Because now that I'm high enough level and Ham's high enough level, we can actually set up games.
I'm curious if any of our friends have a VPN.
I'm sure they do. I mean, they may, but I don't know if we want to. I mean, that's not great for gaming.
No, it doesn't work very well.
Yeah, because you're tunneling your connection through another connection, and then you're going to get more latency.
Okay, I don't know. I never played through a VPN before, but I was just thinking it would make the LAN element.
I remember back forever ago we had some kind of thing where we made a virtual LAN between all of us. Yeah, but I don't remember how we did it or what it was. Yeah, I don't remember if it worked that well.
Probably not.
It made some situations easier to do, but it was also kind of questionable.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, though.
Times changed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, the games can get intense. I remember we were defending, and we were all in the room. We boarded up all the windows and the doors. Yeah. And we had one hostage to protect. I had set up a barrier, and I was up there with the hostage and just buckled down. And we're sitting there, and the first round, they kicked in the barrier on the window in the back of the room, and they come pouring in behind Hams, and we're all like checking them out.
Yeah.
And then the second round, they blew up. You're standing.
No, there was a first round.
No, it was the second round.
No, because I was out we didn't know, we had never done the hostage thing.
You're right.
And so I was out.
Two waves
there was
four
waves.
They came to the window. We kind of recovered, and then they blew out a wall behind you.
They blew a wall beside me first.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit! And so I shot. Yeah. And then I was like, we cleared that wall, and then I was standing in front of the wall next to it on the wall. And they blew another one right there.
It was just like bam, bam, all the explosions. You went flying.
I died
like,
immediately from the explosion.
Man,
I was like,
you just got blown away. And I was like, whoa. It was intense. It's fun.
It's a fun game. I really enjoy it.
I was playing at one point, and I was getting really excited to use breach charges. So I was like sticking breach charges to the wall. At one point, we ran into it, and y'all were going around the room. I was like, oh, I'm going to breach this wall. See, and Ham's shouting at me, there's no one in there. And I'm like, I got it.
He goes, there's nothing there. You blew a hole in the wall.
It's
fun.
It's the good. Destructibility of the whole environment, and it makes it really cool and really interesting. And shooting through walls at people.
It reminds me of another Ubisoft game that we used to play. It kind of has it gives me a feel of a Splinter Cell.
Yeah,
the multiplayer on that, where a little bit of that.
Yeah, because you got some of the
kind of the asymmetry with different people with the different abilities.
Yeah,
and having different gadgets and stuff, and it just kind of reminds me of that. And I was like, man, that takes me back a little bit.
Yeah,
and I want to play some more. I enjoy it.
I'm excited. I'm excited to play it with a lot more people, or just playing some more. It's a cool game.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I feel like we've been rambling forever.
Yeah.
Did you play anything else?
No, I did not play anything else.
What are you doing with your life?
I just, watching a lot of Bob's Burgers. Really.
Yeah.
I'm almost caught up.
As much as you've been watching that, I feel like you should have already be done by
There's
now.
10 seasons.
There's a lot. Yeah.
And each season's like 22 episodes.
Uh-huh.
It's a bunch. Yeah. I just finished season 9 or I'm starting season 10 or somewhere right in there.
Yeah.
So I'm done. I just lay on the couch and watch Bob's Burgers. Day drink and watch Bob's Burgers. Yeah, I'm recovering from yesterday's day drink.
Yeah, because someone didn't eat when they were drinking.
Yeah.
And then wanted to blame everybody.
Here's what happened. I was kind of moping around yesterday, not knowing what to do with myself. Mm-hmm. And then my friend Eden was just like, hey, I'm hungry. Are you hungry? And I'm like, I wasn't hungry. I feel like I've not been hungry in a week. I feel like all I've done is eat all the time. Mm-hmm. And to the point where I'm just miserable all the time. And so I was like, I'm really not. I ate breakfast, and I just was not hungry. She was like, well, you want to come hang out with me while I get something to eat? I was like, okay. So I went and I ended up drinking 2 and like a quarter margaritas and not eat.
Yeah.
At all.
Mistake 1. Well, actually, that's 2 1/4 mistakes.
Yeah. So I was kind of drunk in the middle of the day yesterday.
Daniel, the first step is admitting
the rest of the afternoon feeling
you have a
like,
problem. Yeah, you were like trying to bail on our game.
I wanted to play, but I was just like, I don't feel good.
I don't feel good. And I'm like, I don't care.
And then I managed to recover, and I still, even though we were playing Rainbow Six, I was like, I'm really enjoying this, but I feel a little rough. I was kind of like, and I'm still
there's a
kind of
lesson
feeling
for
it
you
today.
kids. Don't day drink without eating.
Yeah, I'm normally really good about it. I always eat while I'm drinking, and this time I thought, I'll be fine. I ate a bunch this morning. I feel full. I'll be fine. Whew, I had a good time.
But was it worth it?
I think
you spent many hours not feeling great.
I did. I kind of took a nap, and I'm not a nappy person. I don't really take naps.
You're not a nappy person?
I'm not a nappy
You don't use a nappy?
I don't take a nappy.
I like naps.
I know you're a nap person.
I haven't napped a lot.
Yeah.
In a while.
In college, you used to nap all the time.
Oh, I napped.
You would nap in your car in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Weird stuff like that. I'm not that kind of person.
I love sleep, and I would take the opportunity any chance I had to take a nap.
I'm always much more about getting up and doing stuff, and I'd rather be... If I'm up, I'm doing stuff until it's time to go to bed. Every time I take a nap, and maybe because I don't nap long enough, I don't feel good.
You gotta find the optimal napping time.
Yeah, there are certain time frames you have to sleep for so long before otherwise I feel terrible, and I always feel terrible.
Yeah.
So
some people there is not enough nap time, so they shouldn't nap. I can nap for like 30 minutes and be fine.
I feel groggy and I'll get a headache, and I just don't feel good. I hate it. I always feel bad enough after the nap that I'm like I don't want to nap, and so I just push through, drink some caffeine, or I just go to bed really early and call it a night.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, good times.
Yeah.
We're coming up. We're going on vacation.
Yes, we are.
We're going to go isolate in a cabin on the beach,
a beach house,
with our family.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for the episode for that. I guess we'll pre-record it.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do a pre-record a couple of days early.
Yeah. Because we're going to be gone that weekend.
Yeah.
So not next weekend, but the weekend after that, we'll be out. So we'll probably have a pre-recorded episode.
Yeah.
And then we'll be playing a bunch of games because that's what we do when we go there.
Yeah.
So we don't go outside.
Yeah.
We don't go to the beach.
Yeah.
We go to the beach to play board games.
Yeah. Sometimes. Well, last time we went to the beach, I was sick. I was on antibiotics. And so I couldn't be out in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So
or drink either.
I couldn't drink or be out in the sun.
Or just like the whole point of the beach trip.
Yeah, that was just like the whole thing I do. It's like I get some sun, which I don't get much of, and I drink. And
dehydrate yourself.
Yeah.
And feel good about your tan for the rest of the year.
Exactly. I didn't do any of that. And so I was like, when we were outside, I was wearing a big hat and under the canopy, which was not bad. No, I enjoyed it.
It's not a bad way to go.
Drinking water.
Hydrating.
And Gatorade, just to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah. So, we're going to be doing that. But when we come back, we'll have a bunch of games to talk about.
Yeah.
We'll have to try to keep a list.
I'm wondering if we should look into getting a few new things for that weekend.
Maybe.
I mean, now's the time to order it. Before
we get it. Yeah, we probably should. I know I'll be taking my new copy of Clank Legacy. To play with the Cartwrights and Jess, and we will probably do 2 or 3 games while we're there because it's a good time because they're going to be joining us, and it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And we haven't had a game night in a while, other than just playing Clank with the immediate household.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to branch out a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, because we've had we used our normal weekly game. We haven't.
Yeah, we haven't done in 2 months.
2 months because of all this stuff.
Miss Gary.
Yeah, well, I miss Gary a lot. Yeah. Gary, and Johnny D.
Yeah. And so we'll have to we'll talk about that when it comes up.
It's gonna be good.
But the episode preceding it will probably be a weird short one or something because who knows what we're going to talk about.
Who knows?
Because we have to record early. But yeah, maybe we'll get a guest by then. We'll have someone to talk to.
Maybe that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Anyway, shall we move on to news?
Yeah, let's move to the news.
Let's see what we got. Last week we talked about Ubisoft was suing Google and Apple.
Yeah.
For hosting a game that was a ripoff of Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
Well, this week, an update on that. The lawsuit has been dropped because they have removed those games from the stores.
Oh, wow.
So they got what they wanted.
Oh, there you go. That's what we said. They literally just want to remove the game from the marketplace.
Yeah, and so that is the update on. Here's an interesting thing. So Xbox Live, which has not been around for 10 years.
Has it really been that long?
Yes, it's been 10 years since Xbox Live shut down.
What do they call the current thing? I don't know. I haven't had an Xbox.
Xbox Gold.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's what it's called. But so Xbox Live is the old system that was on Xbox.
Yeah,
and then Xbox 360 used it as well. I think
for a little while.
For a little while. And then so So a lot of old games that used online capabilities you can't play online anymore. So if you still own an Xbox, you can't play online anymore. Well, there's a group trying to change that. They're called Insignia Project. They are working on a replacement for Xbox Live.
Oh, really?
And basically, you don't have to do anything fancy or whatever. They're creating they've been reverse engineering the whole thing to basically create a new Xbox Live, and they're hoping to launch soon. They apparently have a beta for it where they're about to launch where you
for
can
all those people who don't want to get a new system. Or
pretty much, it's some of those games you just
can't play unless you get a ported version or something.
Yeah, exactly. Unless they re-released it or whatever, and it's just a classic thing. Yeah. And so they're hoping to launch it as long as Microsoft doesn't shut them down.
Yeah.
Which the way they're kind of staving that off. They're not using anything that's leaked or any illegal material. They're figuring it all out on their own, which is taking a long time.
Yeah,
they've been working on it for 8 months, and they showed off a thing where basically they got it where you can create an account.
Yeah,
you can just on your Xbox create an account.
Okay.
And, it's interesting. So we'll see how that goes. They're hoping to have a kind of a launch thing in the fall.
Yeah.
Where so if you still have an old Xbox, which I don't anymore, I sold mine.
I never had one.
So. I had an Xbox. I sold mine at a garage sale.
You did.
I think I talked about it on the show because I was like, this is not going to sell.
Yeah.
Because it was half painted.
Yeah.
And I had changed the OS on it, and it was just. I was like, no one could buy it, and someone did. And then I was trying to sell the PlayStation 1 and some other stuff, and no one would buy that.
Yeah,
but the Xbox, I think really it sold because I had a DDR pad with it.
Yeah,
that's really it. Someone wanted to play DDR.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's something good. This week, Minecraft Dungeon comes out. The dungeon crawling Minecraft game comes out. Tuesday the 26th, May 26th. So tomorrow at the time of this broadcast. And I've heard good things, but I also heard it's not like as robust. It's a Diablo-like game where you hack and slash and just. But it's interesting. It's not like you pick a class. There's no classes you pick. Your whole class is based on what gear you have.
Okay.
And so everything's tied to gear, so you can just swap between them.
Okay.
So you're not playing a barbarian or whatever.
Yeah, you're not locked into one type.
Yeah. You whatever gear you want, that's what you use that gear, you get those abilities.
Okay.
And it's pretty interesting in that way. So if you want to switch over to a magic blade, you just change your gear.
Yeah.
But it also. It comes back to all the drops are random, so you're kind of grinding to get the stuff you want, and then the levels aren't as robust as Diablo is, but overall it's fairly a fun experience.
Yeah, it looks cool. I may grab it. I don't know.
I am interested in it, but I don't know if I'll get it immediately. Yeah. It seemed like a game I would probably enjoy later if I wait for either they add more content or they get a
What's it on? Is it only on?
It's on everything.
On everything?
Yeah, it's on all the consoles. It seems like something
that'd be
PC.
A lot of fun on the Switch.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Yeah.
Because Diablo 3 is really fun on Switch, and I keep thinking about going back to it.
I
really like it on it. We can do local play on it.
Yeah, we need to try it because I talked to you about it.
Set it up and do it.
Yeah.
And that might be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. A player.
So specific.
Yes. I didn't get his name. That's why I should have wrote it down. He posted on Twitter that he spent 600 years in prison in Oblivion. The Elder Scrolls, 3? No.
That's 4.
4.
3 was Morrowind.
4
was Oblivion.
Yeah. 4, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion.
Yeah.
His character got arrested, so he spent 600 years in prison.
Did he live forever? Like, I guess
I guess
really
so.
Die in the game.
No, you don't. He just kept resting in the game, and it's interesting. So the game Oblivion is set 200 years before Skyrim.
Yeah.
So he's been in prison through the events of Oblivion and Skyrim. based on the year. But it also highlighted something I didn't know was a thing, that your skills would atrophy during the game. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you don't, I think if you don't use them,
they degrade.
Yeah. So he became weak and
pitiful. All his skills were nothing.
Oh,
like they were one. He showed a screen grab of his skills. All of them just dropped to nothing because he spent so long.
He was stuck in a cell for 600 years. Yeah. That would do a number on anybody.
I always kind of wonder if there was some kind of a weird achievement in those kind of in games like that, where something weird would happen if you waited for so long.
It makes me think of the old days. You could play Fallout with really terrible stats. It would lead to really funny situations.
Yeah.
Like having a really low intelligence, basically you couldn't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Which means you could not play the game.
Yeah, and
you could wander around and do whatever you want, but you could not understand people or talk to them well enough to get quests.
Yeah.
To go do the main.
It was a very short-lived game.
Yeah, it's like they sent the village idiot out to get the water chip, and you're just like, I don't know how to do it.
It'd be kind of cool if a company came along and kind of made a game.
I love stuff like that. I'm always fascinated by it.
Which I guess I'm drawing a blank now. The game you played not too long ago. With the detective and I guess that's kind of along the lines.
Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium,
yeah,
kind of along that line. That has a lot of weird things that happen based on your skills and everything, right?
Yeah.
So I guess they do kind of still make games like that. But.
They do. It's just not very often you run into stuff like that. It's just it's such a cool thing that in old school games where the graphics weren't necessarily that impressive, and they could put a lot more time into these weird mechanics.
Yeah, story mechanics and weird. It's all mostly dialogue driven, so you can do a lot of things that normally you don't have to worry about recording dialogue. You just put a new line.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
always spreadsheets.
Yeah, exactly. Some sad news. Kerbal Space Program 2 has been delayed till next year, fall of next year.
Wow.
So 2021, we won't be getting the sequel this year.
I wouldn't call that sad. Sad is like someone died.
Disappointing
news.
Yeah. But the good news on that same front, Kerbal Space Station Kerbal Space Program is getting a new DLC this summer. It's some Mercury-based mission thing. So
I haven't gotten any of the DLCs or anything.
I haven't either, but
the base game is enough.
if you are looking for new content on that front, that is coming out this summer. There's some news on System Shock 3.
I saw this, yeah.
The developers, and I forgot the name of the company that's currently is handing over development to the Chinese conglomerate Tencent. I guess is how you say it.
Let me see it.
Tencent. It's written right there. Tencent.
Yeah.
Which is a huge game company in China that owns stake in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Riot Games, Epic Games, Activision, Ubisoft. They own some part of all those, or some of it, all of it.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if that. I know the development has been slow on the game because they're
a small team.
They're a small team, and then also they don't have they didn't have a distributor or anything like that, so it might be
it's like a way to get some more financial backing and.
Well, I don't think it kind of implied that the original team is not actually.
Yeah, it sounded like they were handing it off to them.
They seem like they're still involved.
Yeah.
But there's no I didn't see any confirmation that for sure they were still how heavily involved they were.
Yeah,
it's just mostly being handed over.
I would be really curious to see a new modern version of System Shock 3. System Shock, because the System Shock I played 2 a lot.
Yeah.
And there was always a cool game.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, while you're playing it, it's still a cool game, and I would love to see a cool, new graphics, amped up version of that.
Yeah.
still keeping all the cool elements of it, but
the hacking and all that.
I mean, because BioShock is basically a successor to it, and those games are great. I just enjoy that.
I'm curious if we'll get one of those, a new one of those eventually.
I don't know,
or if they'll do another spiritual successor.
Well, because the company that, like the people that made it, like don't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2K announced a Mafia trilogy.
I did like a remaster.
It's a re-release remaster. So it's got the new game, the Mafia 3, and then they're putting out a remastered version of Mafia 2.
Yeah.
But then they're completely remaking the first Mafia.
Okay.
So you can get the original Mafia game. It's going to be built into the Mafia.
I only played the first one. I never played any of the other ones.
I haven't played hardly any of them.
Yeah, I own a copy of the first one, and I played a crap out of it. It was like 1950s Grand Theft Auto, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, they're revamping it completely in the Mafia 3 engine.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're from the ground up remaking it, and I think if I understood it right, it's kind of doing the Halo model where you can buy the whole collection for like $60, and they have all of it's available yet.
Yeah.
So like the Mafia, it's going to be called Mafia Definitive Edition.
Yeah.
Isn't out yet, but it will. If you buy the collection, you'll get it when it comes out.
I saw that and I was like, that may be a way to play the new games. I never played them. I played the crap out of the first one, but that was it.
Also announced the Last of Us 2 themed PlayStation 4 Pro, which you don't care about. Because
I don't know anything. I avoid.
It's nice. You probably like it. It's
black.
It looked
nice. I saw the
kind of
image
etching, engraving on the side.
Nice.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then they got a special controller with the same kind of design on it, and it's pretty nice.
It looks nice. But I'm not buying another.
It's supposed to come out with when The Last of Us 2 is left. Yeah, it's the
L zombie games.
So it. I think it's coming out July. I think is when they said they were putting out. I can't remember. It's June or July. It's coming up. But I'm looking forward to that game. I'm really excited about it. Did you see someone recreated a scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine in Animal Crossing?
I saw it, but I didn't watch it because it wasn't a scene I had seen.
You didn't watch?
I've watched a handful of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but not.
It's
this is not something I've seen, so I didn't.
It's
watch it.
One of the cold opens for the show.
Okay.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. So
for everyone who hasn't seen it or has seen it, it's the scene where what's the guy's name in that show? Andy Samberg's character.
Yeah.
I forgot the character's name.
Yeah.
But he is
Peralta.
There you go.
I don't even watch the show that much.
It's been a while since I watched it. I really love this show.
More than I have.
I have too. Yeah, definitely. I couldn't remember. I'm terrible memory. Names are not my strong suit.
I don't think anything is.
No, that's arguable.
You were bad before, and then you became a father.
Yeah, and I got dad brain.
Way worse.
Got dad brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole scene is they got a person trying to pick out a person to line out.
Yeah,
and the girl's like, I didn't see the person's face. They were just singing that song by the Backstreet Boys. Like, oh, do you remember what song? It's like, yes, I want it that way, that way. And okay, and he goes number one. Will you sing that away? The first line of that away, and then he's like, really? Okay. And then he goes, and so it's them going down the line singing the song, and it's hilarious.
Really?
It's one of the best openings of the show.
Funny.
I highly
sounds
recommend.
hilarious.
If you haven't watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it's fantastic.
I've seen a little bit of. Dad and I were watching it at one point. We were just kind of sitting around not doing anything at one point, and so we watched it a little with you, and then I was like, you want to watch this with me? And so he and I would just start with the game watching it.
I love that show.
And it's so dumb.
I'm way behind on it, but anyway, two people have actually recreated that scene in Animal Crossing New Horizon, and it's pretty good. It just makes it even more adorable.
Yeah.
And
did they dub it or?
It's dubbed. They used the line. They just dubbed it over.
The audio and
but
over.
All the animals are doing the reactions.
Yeah.
In the game, and they fit what's being said, and it's really funny.
I may have to go watch that scene and then
watch
go
the clip and then watch the clips.
the
There's Kotaku has them all together in one, so you can watch watch them all. It's really funny. The people that are making a Fallout 4 New Vegas mod, so they're remaking New Vegas in Fallout 4.
Yeah, I saw something about that.
They're progressing pretty well apparently, but they're doing basically what most other mod companies don't do because it's too expensive.
Yeah.
They're redubbing all the dialogue.
Yeah.
Because that's usually
the
biggest
hang up is they can't use the
because otherwise they'd have to get
they have
permission.
to pay the royalties and stuff
exactly.
to the people who recorded those, and so that's expensive.
Yeah, and
so,
some of those they use, legit actors and stuff. So there's no way.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess all of them are actors.
They're all actors. I mean, some of them are big names.
Big names. That's what I was going for.
Some are stars.
Yeah, like Liam Neeson and Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Or
Ron Perlman and like all of them.
Yeah, Ron Perlman. Yeah, got that dialogue. Yeah. They could probably get him. He can't be that expensive.
I mean, he's been doing it since the first one.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
Yeah, he's been on that train a long time before, even before he became huge.
Yeah, and so they released a clip that showed some of the re-recorded dialogue, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And the little clip, it looks
a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, it's like they're re-recording all of it, and it's pretty impressive that they're doing that. I'm curious to see how it comes out. If it comes out pretty good, I like New Vegas.
I liked it. I had some issues with it, but overall,
the main story's not that great, but the DLCs on it.
Once you get into the DLC stuff, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
I'm sure if they ever release it, you'll have to own both games and all that, which I do. So I would just be like, hey, let's play it.
Yeah. Kind of like the Skywind rebuild and the stuff they've been doing.
That'll never come out because
probably
by the time it comes, they're getting close to finish. They'll release Elder Scrolls 6, and they'll be like, "Now we're gonna make I'm in Elder Scrolls 6, and it'll be
we're gonna rebuild Morrowind in the newest engine."
Yeah, it just keeps. It never catches up. I mean, that's kind of my issue.
I mean, it'd be cool. I would love to see a modern take on Morrowind, but
yeah. Then they should progress. I mean, most of it they're doing on the side. They don't have time.
Exactly.
So that's just time. I don't know how people have time to do any of this stuff.
They don't have families.
They don't have a baby and debt, I guess. I don't know. Or they make a lot of money, and that's what they do with their free time. I guess so. I have too many hobbies.
Yeah,
that's really my problem.
You need to
too many hobbies. I
drop a few hobbies.
Yeah, but I have so little time now that I get maybe if I'm lucky an hour a day to do whatever I want.
Yeah,
and then most time I'm like, should I play a game, or should I work on? I do. I spend half of my hour. I got it. I'm not gonna because it's stupid. I'm not referencing.
For those who are wondering what Dudley is talking about, I was making a certain hand gesture that I'm sure you can imagine what it was.
Yeah, and it's I spend 30 minutes of my hour going.
What do I want to do?
What do I want to do? Because I don't ever think about it because I might not get that time. If depending on the baby being.
Sounds like that's your problem.
It literally, I should just make a list of things to do.
You got to plan.
It might not be about it. Make a spreadsheet.
You got to plan your time. I do it all the time. You just say, I'm going to do this today.
Here's what I'll do. I'll create a spreadsheet that I can put in how much time I have, and it'll give me a to-do list.
You're going to spend more time on the spreadsheet than actually using it.
No, what's going to happen is I'm going to start making it, not have time to finish it, and it'll never get completed.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
I think that was everything.
Okay. But yeah, it's been a weird week, and it's going to keep being weird weeks, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing. I keep thinking maybe we'll get back into the studio and get some video up, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure.
Maybe after our vacation.
Yeah, we just have to kind of see how things are going.
How it goes. And like I said, send us an email.
Yeah, shoot us an email if you want to.
You can send us a message on Facebook. You can send us on Twitter, really anywhere. But you can also go to our website and go to or send an email to QuestionDND.
So I'm wondering if have you been checking that email?
You're supposed to check it.
I've been checking the wrong one.
You were in charge of the email.
Please go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com. And like, comment, subscribe. Shoot us an email. Maybe you have already. I just didn't see it. We don't know.
Wow.
Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and I am very disappointed. And this has been Deaf and Dumb.